Hello and welcome to another Magic the Gathering unboxing. So this is the fifth and final unboxing for the Return to Ravnica intro packs. This one is the Azorus Advanced deck. So this is white-blue. And this particular deck features the Detain ability. So let's keep our eyes open for that ability on the cards. See what else also turns up in here. Again, I'm just going to assume that not everybody would have seen the other videos, so just bear with me while I show a couple of things to those that haven't seen this particular set being unboxed yet. So you've got the actual deck itself, the two boosters, how to play guide, and the deck list. So I'm going to have a look at the actual deck listing for this one. So over here we have the Azorus Advance. Again, 25 lands in the deck. 12 plains, 12 islands, and one piece of mana fixing for the two colours. And then down the bottom here we just have the description of how to play the deck. And I'll just get this on camera so anybody that's interested in this deck knows exactly what they're letting themselves in for before they go out and buy it. And then, as always, down with these they have the suggested changes that you might want to make to the deck. Okay, and flip it over and we have the guild symbols, and as I've mentioned before, there's 5 in this particular set in the block. So you've got the Azorus at the top, and then the rest of these. Let's just zoom out. Azorus, Selesnya, Izzet, Rakdos, Golgari, and then the next 5, as it says at the top there, the next 5 guilds appear in Gatecrash, which goes on sale in February of 2013. So we're going to take a look at the actual deck first, and then we'll crack the boosters. So as with the other decks, you get one foil in here, and the foil in this deck is Archon of the Triumvirate, 5 white-blue. It's a rare, not surprisingly. 4/5 flying. When Archon of the Triumvirate attacks, detain up to 2 target non-land permanents your opponents control. So what the detain ability means is that until your next turn those permanents can't attack or block, and their activated abilities can't be activated. So this is the theme of the deck. Trained Caracal, I think I pulled a couple of those out of boosters yesterday. And there's 2 of those in the deck, so this is our 1-drops. They've got lifelink on them. Azorus Arrester, so this has detain ability on it, it's a 2-drop. So again, with the detain ability, until your next turn, that creature can't attack or block, and its activated abilities can't be activated. So whichever creature you've detained using the ability, that's what basically happens when you do that. And there's 2 of those in the deck. We've got Concordia Pegasus, and another 2-drops flying, a bit of evasion there. Silvercoat Lion from M13, another 2-drop. There's 3 of those in the deck. New Prav Guildmage has a detain ability on it, and will also give a target creature flying until end of turn. Stealer of Secrets. So whenever Stealer of Secrets deals combat damage to a player, you get to draw a card. There's 2 of those. Loyev's Sky Knight. It's flying, and again it has a detain ability on it. Vassal Soul, flying, so there's a lot of flyers in this deck. We're moving on to the 3 drops now. Stealer of Secrets was a 3 drop. So Vassal Soul has hybrid mana, as we've seen with some of the other cards in the set. So 1 colourless, and then you can choose to pay either white or blue, and then another white or blue. It's flying, 2 of those. Soulsworn Spirit, it's unblockable, and it has detain on it. It's a 4 drop. Azorus Justicar, I think that is Justicare. And that also has, not surprisingly, detain on it. Battlefield Eagle, another creature with flying. Also gives the target creature +2/+2 and flying till end of turn. That's a 5 drop. And there's 2 of those. Bizarre Crovod. So when this attacks, gives another target creature +0/+2 until end of turn, and you get to untap that creature. Another 5 drop. There's 2 of those in the deck. Skyline Predator. It's got flash and flying on it. It's a 5 drop. No, 6 drop. Then we move on to the mana. So this is our Azorus Guildgate, which is going to help fix for mana. Just 1 of these. Azorus Guildgate enters the battlefield tapped. You tap it, add white or blue to your mana pool. And then here we have the mana base, basic lands. Return to Ravnica artwork. So 12 planes in the deck. And then 12 islands. So let's see what's in the support area of the deck. So this is all the non-creature stuff. Swift Justice, instant, 1 white. Until end of turn, target creature gets +1/+0 and gains first strike and lifelink. Tablet of the Guilds. As Tablet of the Guilds enters the battlefield, choose 2 colours. Whenever you cast a spell, if it's at least 1 of the chosen colours, you gain 1 life for each of the chosen colours it is. So it's a sort of elaborate life gain. 2 colourless to cast as artifact. Show of Valour. 1 and a white. It's instant. Target creature gets +2/+4 until end of turn. So pump spell, and there's a couple of those. Inaction Injunction. Not surprised to see this in the deck. So this is a sorcery which basically will detain a target creature an opponent controls, and it's got card draw on it. And for the cost of 1 and a blue. There's just 1 of those in there. Dramatic Rescue. Bounces a target creature to its owner's hand, and you get to gain life. And then another one of these key runes, which you've seen in the other deck. So this is obviously the white-blue one. Generates white or blue mana. But also for white and blue, it becomes a 2/2 white and blue bird artifact creature with flying until end of turn. And there's 2 of those in the deck. There's also a rest in this deck. So that's going to lock down a creature. So it can't attack or block, and its activated abilities can't be activated. And there's 2 of those. Angel's Mercy, so this is just straight 7 life gain for 2 and 2 white. And our other rare in here, I wonder when this was going to come up. So we've got Righteous Authority, 3 white blue. Chance a creature. Enchanted creature gets +1/+1 for each card in its controller's hand. At the beginning of your draw step of Enchanted Creatures, at the beginning of your draw step of Enchanted Creatures controller, that player draws an additional card. And that costs 3 white blue to cast. Okay, so there's the deck. So let's see what we have in white and blue in the boosters that might complement this deck. So first up, our commons. We have a Ethereal Armour in white, so we can use this to enchant a creature, and it gets 1/1 for each enchantment you control, and it has first strike. Pursuit of Flights, red, Drainpipe Vermin, Giant Growth, Vassal Soul. So we've seen this is in the deck. Skull Rend, Centaur Healer, Chemist's Trick, Dead Reveler, Stealer of Secrets, which is also in the deck, Racecourse Fury, so we're moving on to our uncommons now, Rakdos Key Rune, so another key rune, this one's in black-red, Zanikev Locust, it's got scavenge ability on that, as we saw with one of the other decks had that. Okay, so we have a nice mythic here. This is Trustiana Selesnia's Voice. 2 green, 2 white for a 2/5. Whenever another creature enters the battlefield under your control, you gain life equal to that creature's toughness. White, colourless green, white, tap for a populate. So it's a mythic pull, and we've got a standard sort of promo, and a mountain is our land in there. So let's have a look at the other booster. Giant Growth, Crosstown Courier, it's a blue. Look at this, white, blue, 2/1. Whenever Crosstown Courier deals combat damage to a player, that player puts that many cards from the top of his or her library into his or her graveyard. Dynacharge, Terrace Worm, another Skull Rend, Goblin Electromancer, Cobble Brute, Dramatic Rescue, white and blue, turn target creature to its owner's hand, you gain 2 life. Centaur's Herald, Perilous Shadow, Skymark Rock, so the first of our uncommons, 2 white blue flying. Whenever Skymark Rock attacks, you may return target creature defending player controls with toughness 2 or less to its owner's hand. So it's like selective bounce. Another Zanikev Locust. That's white blue here, new Prav Guildmage. So we've got one of these in the deck already. Mizzen Mortars is in our rare slot. One colourless and a red. Mizzen Mortar deals 4 damage to target creature you don't control. This also has the overload on it. So for overload, 3 colourless, 3 red, you may cast this spell for its overload cost. If you do, change its text by replacing all instances of target with each. So this then becomes Mizzen Mortar deals 4 damage to each creature you don't control. Dragon Token, and a swamp is our land. So there we have it. A couple of nice boosters and our white-blue Azorus Advanced deck. Okay, thank you for watching.